Alright, YouTube. So this is Acid Roots here. This is the final gameplay episode of Donkey Kong Country 2. So yes, the boss gets beaten in this episode, and you'll see the credits next time, and that'll cap us out to 20 episodes. That's pretty lengthy. It's about, in terms of games I've beaten the whole way through, this is about the second most lengthy game I've done, next to Blackthorn. Blackthorn still takes the cake, but this was quite the jaunt. And I'll tell you, really, if I were to do 100% in this game, it probably would amount to about 25 or so episodes. I think it would probably surpass Blackthorn, but I'm just not up for the challenge. You know, I just would have to say this game pissed me off too many times this year. I've been playing this since April, which was at the beginning of the year practically, so this goes to show the sort of concept that I've been dealing with this game. It feels real good to kind of say c'est la vie to this game. I'm looking forward to the next atmosphere for this thing to go. But it's just like I said, I mean, I know about like some other games that I want to do and stuff, and I'm kind of, I mean, I'm going to have fun with Crash Team Racing for a while, but I do want to get this underway. And yep, so that should take care of it. I'm pretty much unsure if I'm going to do Donkey Kong Country 3. I mean, I like the game, but not enough to do like a project that I would take seriously. This relatively depends. So, but I mean, and really, I think even the game company almost ran out of steam with the third one. I mean, they did a lot of gimmicky stages, but in terms of just like, you know, like the first two games, like one world would be in a beehive, and then the next one would be in a swamp, and then the one after that would be in a castle and that sort of stuff. I mean, really, the third game did not emphasize that, and that really tricked me back when I mean, the game came out when I was like 7, 8 years old, so that tricked me back then as far as knowing, what the theme of the game was, but it was just more about the stages. I mean, yeah, they had some snow stages in there, and they had like some factory stages and stuff like that, but it really felt like the emphasis was more just about the gameplay by that time. So, but then that was also one of the last Mario-like games for a while. I mean, that was, they had, you know, that whole, basically the Donkey Kong games were just like the Super Mario games, but they switched, you know, by the time things started getting 3D and stuff, so it's just kind of, that's the thing. So I mean, really, I like these type of games as long as they're not like overtly like menacing and like the difficulty. I like challenges to a degree. I don't like teeth gnashing, hair pulling out of your head difficult, but basically this whole game up to this last segment of the boss fight was not that terrible. I just kind of felt like, you know, the first 8 hits that you get on this asshole were not that bad. It was just the last one where they kind of pulled out all the stops. I just wasn't expecting it, but it did turn me off to this game. I mean, I just have to say, I mean, I know you're supposed to take that on the chin and say, oh, it's just a challenge, it's supposed to do that, but it's like, you know, the first game did. So, I mean, really, and that's the thing, the first game doesn't hold a candle to this game. I mean, it basically doubled the length. You basically got like another 10 episodes just out of the Let's Play of this game. First Donkey Kong that I did back in the summer of 2020 only had 10 parts, so it was just real brief and to the point, but this one had more to it. So I'm glad, you know. Like I said, in some cases, you could order pizza for like the first 2 episodes, come back 3 days later and watch later in the LP and do it all over again. I mean, that's pretty much, I would be hard pressed to see some of you guys watch this the whole way through. I mean, there's some people who probably can watch 20, 15-minute episodes the whole way through, but you know, I mean, I actually encourage that, I would have to say, but it's just kind of, you have to look at it like, kind of losing track of the point I'm trying to make here, so. This feels like, I guess some people are really hip to that just because of all the streaming that kind of goes on. you know, some people just know the streamers like the back of their hand. They're with them so much. So the answer is, if you were hoping that I was just going to film the whole fight, I eventually realized that I'm probably not going to be able to beat this asshole doing that. So I just skipped to the winning segment of the last 3 bouts before I was actually able to beat him, because otherwise it was just going to take too long. And but you do get to see me actually defeat him. It's just the fact that, you know, in terms of recording it the whole way through, I don't feel like I'm cheating anything by doing it. It's kind of like the Let's Play curse, as you've surely heard, that for some reason being filmed while doing it, it just makes it that much more tricky. Here's where he loses. So we've got a minute and a half left, and you know, we're gonna get this done. So we can bid farewell to Donkey Kong Country 2. I will not miss you. I would like a sequel to this game with this type of gameplay, the pirate theme and all that, just with some new worlds, but for the most part, like I said, this game pissed me off. But it is fun in the beginning worlds. I definitely recommend. I still think some of you folks should own this game, and this is the question of how serious you're going to get with this project. That is the whole thing. So. Here we go. Now basically you can still outrun this guy, but I recommend, you know, you hold the Y button to run. You definitely want to do that, because otherwise you're probably going to take a hit. I mean, there's just no way of outrunning the vacuum that he has here if you don't have, like, the Y button. So that was close. I was really thinking. And don't get hit by that last cannonball, because they will count that as a loss. So. Alright, folks, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the finale next episode, and have a wonderful night.